Good morning. Hi, y'all. It's Kimberly here. I'm going to do a morning mukbang for breakfast, which I don't do a whole lot of. But in Texas, we have a place. They are these little, what's called the Laredo Taco Company, LTC. And they have them connected with the Stripes convenience stores. And I know they have them in Texas, and I think they have them in Mexico. I'm not sure. I don't know if they have them anywhere else in the U.S. I don't know. But they make the best breakfast burritos. Oh my gosh, these are the best ever of anywhere I've ever tasted anywhere. And they are, the one I go to, they make them pretty big. And some of the stores, there's several Stripes all around the city that I'm close to, that I live close to. Some of them are very small. They make them small, but the one I go to, they make them really big, and they are so delicious. And they make their tortillas on site. I mean, sometimes they make them right when you're ordering them. They'll be cooking them. I don't know if you can see this. I'll try to turn this around. It's like a huge breakfast burrito with homemade, or made out of the masa tortillas, and they taste so good. I love these. I don't like to eat tortillas that are real rubbery, because there's so many people that make tortillas, and you can get homemade tortillas. And there's only certain brands that I eat from the store. Some of them I can't stand because they just taste like rubber. But they have to have like a good, to me, a good tortilla kind of has like a little floury taste to it. Some people don't like that, but I do. I just like the freshness of it. And mine is going to be bacon, egg, and cheese. And I'm going to put some hot sauce on it. They give you little containers of hot sauce. They make red or green sauce. And I usually get the red sauce. If they don't have red sauce, then I take the green sauce, because I have to have something I've got to have some kind of hot sauce with my burritos. And I need a plate. Oh, I don't use this. I'm going to have something to put under my lap. These papers here. But, let's see. Okay. And I was going to talk a little bit about, I made a video the other day about my car getting a flat tire, and how it took all day to get it repaired. And I mean, I was so upset because the mechanic I really feel like he should have stopped somewhere in between. I know he's got a lot of cars to fix. I know they're busy, and I just feel like he should have stopped and fixed my tire. Or if he couldn't fix the tire, just slap the spare on. That's what I finally told him, and he finally did that, But they kept my car all day long for like 8 hours or maybe not 8 hours. I think by the time I got it to them, I think it was around 9:30 or 10 maybe. I don't know. But they kept it all the way till almost 6 o'clock. Okay, I just feel like they should have just changed the tire for me quickly, or if they didn't have time, I even told him, I called him back about an hour and a half before he brought it to me. He said, just put the spare on it. If you can't fix it, just put the spare on it. That's all. And I just want to say, I have a lot of respect for mechanics that can do a job, that can do it well, and are fair on the pricing and don't cheat you. I have a lot of respect for that, because it takes, a lot of training and a lot of schooling sometimes, especially now with all the electronics and everything, to be a good mechanic. And I do respect good mechanics, people who are, really into that job in a way they really understand that the customer needs their car, and that they need to be, considered, time-wise, and they're really good at managing their time for, if they've got a motor that they're putting in that's going to take a long time, they may have to take a break in between that and just fix a flat tire, or put in a battery, or, something that doesn't take that much time, I can understand that they made commitments to other customers. I know, because I've had work that's taken 2 or 3 days before for major jobs, and I understand that. And I kind of think 3 days is the limit, you know, because that's quite a bit of time. If it takes you more than 3 days, even for a major job, you need to get help, you know. Okay. I just want to say that I do respect mechanics, especially ones that are really, really hardworking and really try, because that's a profession that, I mean, I really admire people who can work on cars and can do a good job. And I've learned to do a little bit myself because of the situations that I've been in, because I can't do a lot of the hard stuff and the stuff that takes more training. You know, I have never really had the I did help a friend put on a pair of brakes one time when I was very young, and it was one of the hardest things ever. My God, I couldn't hardly. I mean, it's just physically hard on your hands. And I helped my nephew put brakes on my car again a few years ago. And it was really hard because my hands aren't as strong as they used to be, and my man hands. I have man hands, but I have a lot of respect for mechanics that do a really good job. I wasn't trying to crap on all mechanics. It's just, that was a very frustrating situation because I missed an entire day of work for that. And I'm still kind of upset about it, you know, because we're already going to be off. We were off yesterday and today. So I missed Monday, so I only worked 2 days. So I'm going to have a really tiny check, you know. So that was upsetting to me. Okay. These are the best. Oh my gosh. They put a lot of cheese in it. I like it when they do that. So, it's just that I've had a lot of bad situations with mechanics, and that's always like a tense thing for me. Like when something happens to my car, I'm like, oh my God, no. Because you have to have a car in most cities to get around, to get to work. I've lost jobs from not being able to get to work, my car dying, and, you know, it's so frustrating, you know, because we're all so busy, and if you have somebody that can take you, you're very lucky, you know, because if you're on your own, you're independent, you know, it's like your car's like the lifeblood of, you know, being able to live your life, you know. You can't get nowhere without a car in most cities. I would say there's some cities, you know, like Los Angeles and New York, Chicago, places that have a good public transportation system, a subway system, or a bus line, you know, that can get you to most areas of town to go wherever you need to go and do what you need to do. And that's, you know, very fortunate. But in the place I'm in, you know, I love breakfast burritos, and this is like one of the most common breakfasts here around this area, because people, they go to these places and they get burritos for, you know, they're quick, easy to make, and people use them. I mean, they eat these for breakfast a lot. And I get the bacon, egg, and cheese. Sometimes I add potatoes to it, but mostly bacon, egg, and cheese. And they also had different combinations like sausage. You can add sausage, beans, the potatoes, and then they have this stuff called chorizo here. I don't really like it because it doesn't, I don't know, all the chorizo that I've tasted, most of it isn't very spicy or very, to me it's just too bland. I have tasted some spicy chorizo that was kind of okay, but I really like just bacon mostly, or if they don't have bacon, then I'll take sausage. And I had one from another place, and it had Canadian bacon, and it was really good. I really did like that. which usually you don't find Canadian bacon on the breakfast menu, but I think McDonald's does make a Canadian, or they used to, I think, had a Canadian bacon egg McMuffin or something. I don't know. I might be wrong, but there was some place I think that had something like that. And actually, they call them soft tacos, but burrito is like just a general term for something that's wrapped in a either soft taco or burrito. But most of them are, I want to say, I don't know if that's really a Tex-Mex term, but soft taco is more of a term that if you go to Mexico, there's different states in Mexico, and their food is totally different from, like, enchiladas in one part of the country will be totally different than the other part, so it doesn't mean the same thing. They all have different ways of making them and different ingredients. So, I mean, if you order enchiladas in Mexico compared to what you order here, you know, usually they're rolled up with a corn tortilla and they've got sauce over them and cheese. In Mexico, it can be, some of them are flat and layered and have all different kind of different ingredients. So make sure you don't, your expectations of, you know, if you are going there, for somebody who's never been there and you think you're going to get the same food that's here, no, you won't. It's a lot different. And for lunchtime, the burritos usually have, usually get like a bean and cheese, or a potato and bean and cheese maybe. And then there's chorizo and fajita, soft tacos, chicken and beef, and which I love those too. This company also makes the lunchtime soft tacos with chicken and beef fajitas. Oh, they're so good. And they're really, I can't remember how much this was, but it was like, I want to say it was like I don't have the receipt. Oh, you have to turn the receipt in when you go pick it up, because you go order it and then you go pay for it, and then they usually have a few, you know, if they're busy, then you gotta wait till they get to you, but it usually doesn't take too much time. But you got to turn the receipt in there, and I think it was like $2.29 maybe, because I had 3 items. I think it's like regular, like $1.89 for 2 items on them. But if you add something else to it, then it's like another 30 or 40 cents. I don't remember. I mean, it's so cheap. I don't even remember. And the same thing with the lunch burritos that they make at Laredo Taco Company is, they're very cheap, but I think they're a little bit more than, I think those might be just a little bit more than the breakfast, because they do have beef and chicken in them. Put some more of this hot sauce on there. And hot sauces here in Texas, I mean, everybody makes their own hot sauce. Just about every place. Most places will make, you know, their own house hot sauce. Most restaurants do. I don't know very many. Any Mexican food restaurant makes their own hot sauce. I'm going to say that, just automatic disclaimer. It's shameful if they don't. But some of the regular big chain restaurants, I think, like, I don't know, Sonic or other places that serve hot sauce, they use like bottled hot sauce that, you know, they pour out and they put it into a container or something like that. But if you're like a regular Mexican food, authentic Mexican food restaurant, you have to make your own hot sauce. Mm. And the juices are coming out. They do get a little juicy on the bottom sometimes. But, I just wanted to do something different since everybody was eating turkey yesterday. They want probably something different to taste today. So, for breakfast. Well, thank you all, and hope y'all enjoyed the Laredo Taco Company. Oh, that tag is in front of it. They're all around Texas, or I think mostly around Texas, I'm not sure. But if you ever see one, it's usually connected with a Strap store. I don't know if they connect them with other convenience stores. I don't know. But in Texas here, they're with Strap stores. And if you ever see one, if you've never eaten one, their food is excellent. I mean, it may be at a convenience store, but they have like an actual grill. I mean, it's like a little restaurant. And they have a little eating area in most of them. Or sometimes they may have a few tables. Some of them actually have like an actual restaurant area. And I mean, they have grills and fryers and everything. It's like an actual small little restaurant inside of a convenience store. And they're excellent. They make like I say, the tortillas are so good. And they're thick. See how thick that is? I love the really thick and kind of fluffy. I love tortillas, fresh tortillas. Well, thank you all, and hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.